Just brush it off. Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. It is a chilly morning. It's about 30 degrees out. And today we're back over these projects we've been working on for quite some time. Doing the front porch. Matt's padding this out. We're going to come out 1.5 inches past the siding, so we're not stopping right at this seam. 1.5 inches past. 1.5 inches past. Now we're straight with the front of the house. A sill from window to window, stepping down 7.25 to the top of concrete. This gets a big governor driveway in the spring. Jim and Steve are working on that man door. Just a sill and a step to get them through the winter. Let me show you down back. Okay, down here is this big deck. We are doing concrete all underneath here. This is, I did not measure it, probably 45-50 feet across, 20 feet deep. Nice big bump out here. This is quite muddy under here. No sun gets under here. It's all flat. So I'm going to come in and scrape the muck off, push it over here, and get a sprinkle of stone down. I have a nice big pile there, and they have another load coming. There's 2 footers here. There's a big set of steps coming down here, and we want to set on those footers. So I'm going to push stone. They have a pump and a mini excavator coming, or that. And we're going to dig a ditch and get this water draining out of here. The plan is we're going to put a form off of this corner out to the post to post to post to wall. And try and get this poured today, so tomorrow we can work off of this and broom this area. This is just broom concrete, nothing decorative. What else do I need to talk about? We're going to go a foot past these posts, so we'll wrap those with our Epifoam joint. And there is my coffee. Okay, let's get started. Stan getting lumber in position, waiting on me. As usual, huh? Okay, so this is coming together pretty good. Just stone back dragging the mud out. We made a nice pile over here. The excavator came and he bailed out the water over here. So we're going to cut a couple of his leftover pipe and make a sonotube and bring these 2 piers up to catch the weight of these steps. We're going to pour those today with our patio, and then we can stone around them tomorrow. We have our height set up here. The guys are starting to run forms on the outside of the posts, and then return from here to the corner. Nice easy pour for today, if we can get a truck down in here. So stay tuned, that's all coming together. Okay, here we go. About 900 trips with a skid loader. Got it all graveled in. He came down to dig out those footers one more time. It just was too soft. The mixer's here. He's going to back up and pull right down in here without getting stuck. Hopefully. Okay, here he comes. Don't let him get out there. Wave him in. It's not even moving under those tires. Well, now it is. Now it's starting to slide a little. All right, let's bring them up. You can see it's getting very soft. Yikes. Want to just hit wheelbarrows right here? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Want to see if you come out of that, George? No, come up. Your tire's not even turning. It's coming up out of it.
Okay. I'm trying to get a saw off.
Keep coming. We'll hit barrels right in here.
At this point, why don't you just back them up and hit turn? I stopped.
Alright, you like that? Okay, we backed him out. It was getting too low, so we backed him out where his tires are up a little bit higher. Plywood, Highway 1. There we go. We'll do a rotation on the wheelbarrows. Rebar grid. Epifoam joint. We'll do the perimeter first and set all that with wheelbarrows of concrete. And then a screed to our pin. Nail marking our height. Let's get it poured. Okay, I gotta jump in and help out. Like I said, we're just barrels around the perimeter. That rebar is up on chairs. We'll just hold the Epifoam in place and get it poured. Okay, I'll bring you up to speed. While I was down back grading, I believe Steve and Jim were on this one. They wanted a step coming out of the door. A lot of times we just do a sill here, and I prefer that because that gives them more step space here. I'm not sure that this will pass code the way they did it, because the first step down you have to have a 36-inch landing. So now our first step down we only have a 14-inch landing. It's not a primary door, it's a secondary door. I don't know if that matters. So I'm going to check in on that, keep you posted. We do not have a footer or a ledge, so Steve drilled on an angle, a couple of rebar going into the foundation, as well as some coming straight out. He probably has some around here to lay in lengthwise. Notice our wire tie, nice and tight, twisted tight, screwed in. Nothing's coming off, nothing's pushing. 2 on the bottom and 1 on the upper step. Kickers all the way around, high and low. Okay, pretty easy patio for us at this point compared to some of the ones we've done over the season. They're hitting around the perimeter, cleaning off the stone a little bit. We've tried hanging plastic, taping halfway through the pour, halfway through the finish. Plastic falls in the concrete. So we're pretty good about not splashing. And when we do, just brush it off. Matt's a good sport. He said I could leave that in the video. There you go. All right, so we'll let this tighten up a little bit. Hit this. Another cement truck is due any minute. Don't even think of parking there. Keep going. That's good. Okay, we're just waiting on concrete to fill in over here. We're going to bring these footers up some more with our leftovers from the porch up top. I'll go show you what we had to do up there. So we did have to change this. One step down needs to be a 36-inch landing. We moved this out, cut some bigger rebar to extend, re-brace. Good to go. Concrete just pulled in. It's good timing. Over here we got that all filled in with our 2B limestone. Rebar up on chairs, up on the lips, both front and back. Right in here. Alright, we'll get in position. Talk to you soon. On this smaller pour, it's easier to video. Nothing for me to do in there just yet. I will man the camera. I really like using the chairs when we can. Bring the flow right in there. And back them out a little bit. Paying attention to our downspouts that are not capped off. We don't want to get concrete in there as well as over there. Hey Jim, set that block of wood on top of the downspout. And I'll take one over here. A little bit. One more time, George. Give him a little scrape. And back. Right, Steve's just going to finish filling in that sill. George is heading right around there to that step. Nice, easy way to finish out this day. A little bit loose for a step. Okay, here we go. Putting some stone around the perimeter. Okay, as soon as he gets it up, we're going to stuff those rebar in. Almost filled. This one was a little bit thicker, but we had to make that change, and I did not have the time to get the stone in it, nor did I want to. I didn't want fresh fill in there. I like how we did it. Alright, hold up, George. Maybe just don't even mess with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, like right up
In between, it's starting to come out.
Yeah.
We'll just let it sit a minute. It's not going to take...
Yeah, screw gun, screw gun, screw gun. Yes. See any screws laying around here? No, I don't have that.
I think we'll just wait a minute. I don't... A lot of weight on that to be changing it right now. So we're just going to set tight. We'll fill that seal in and we're done. Okay. All his leftovers we'll put right here. Any idea what you got? We'll find out. We know that's on solid. Leftover concrete will bring this all the way up. Now we know his steps will be sitting on solid foundation. Okay, we'll jump into this one. You want to throw number 3 on? Okay, I'd like to get this up about a foot, pushing all that slop right out into our slurry ditch. Let it flow. Maybe keep it up on top. Shake it. Okay, I'll just show you some final footage of this. This was not eventful, just float and broom. Stripped them off and hit the faces. That right there. Didn't see any need to film it. I was busy down on the skid loader, and when it gets late in the day like this, I just kind of give the guys a break from the camera. Put one control cut down the center of this, right off the center of that door. Now tomorrow I'll just take a grinder and do a little cut right there. Sometimes we tool them in, but that's sill, I just didn't want to mess it up. So that's what we're going to do. Sometimes when we do a tool grinder, that sill's really soft yet, and I just get a lot of movement. Now it's not a perfectly straight line across there. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing there. And tomorrow we'll be back to finish up that patio. What else? We have to do a breezeway in that house that we did a couple of weeks ago, and then we'll be back here in the spring. All concrete. Yikes.